It start with the clergy, because the clergy's kids was in there. From all international faiths. Hear me now, Khmer family. Go and speak to your ancestors and incense the place. They expect it of you. It was not done. And the spirit cannot get back to the home. Ritual is happening in the home. But the spirit need to get back to the home that was there, that died there. And you know what I'm talking about. Cambodian family. You know what we need. Justice is what we need. You bring in the family members. The question is, who sent the shooter? Who sent the shooter? Stop getting distracted by politics.
Thank God I'm still alive in this day. I'm shocked and amazed that you didn't start with at least 30 seconds of remembrance for the people. For every man's death diminishes me, for I'm involved in mankind. Oh, my Lord of mercy. Where have the leaders been?
Why are we not doing more? Our kids walk literally every single day, drugs, dead animals, everything that happens. I mean, people actually selling themselves to school. Our kids deserve better, because if they don't, Saturday is going to happen again. We all know it.
Say the least. And unless his podcast audience is 100% illegal aliens, I call them invading
Point
aliens.
of order, is the conversation...
Port of order.
Excuse me.
Point of order.
Public gets
No,
to.
I understand, but my understanding...
Of my time?
We're not.
I'm at a
engaging
minute and
in back
15
and
Excuse me,
seconds.
I said point of order, so you have to acknowledge that.
Yeah, well, you do it.
Hold on,
Last
hold on,
time I
sir,
spoke,
can
you
hold on-
walked
hold
out,
on
so
a
what do you
second.
care?
Hold on a second,
Tafoya,
please.
so what
here's
is
the-
your
Here's the point
point?
of order. You just read decorum rules that you're enforcing. It's my hope that we're enforcing them consistently. Personal attacks, my dead brother, my podcast, all that has nothing to do with the matters of the business we're here to
Okay,
talk. So let's stay focused.
Brought up before. We can censor that then.
No, I think that, again, look at your rules, and if there's a violation of any of the rules that you wrote out, offensive, personal attacks, things like that, you make a judgment call as the presiding officer, and then you follow your rule accordingly.
So am I out of line?
Mr. Tafoya, if you could please refrain
Okay,
from.
I will. I
that.
apologize.
The division on this dais makes our city weaker each passing day. We should be able to look to all of you for guidance.
Bigger deal. The youth center, $58 million lost. What's the plan? What's next?
So, the 2024 San Joaquin County Grand Jury Report, City of Stockton, Crisis in Government, made it absolutely clear, 100% clear, that city council members must stop enabling 209 Times to interfere with city government through their continued association and support of individuals associated with 209.
Community partnerships. No family deserves to suffer the devastating consequences of our ongoing gun violence epidemic that my family, and now the families of 17 more of our community members, know all too well. Thank you.
David Sings. And I am sorry to report that this incident is not unique to Stockton or our country. Death by gun violence is the #1 killer of children in our country. 8
times. And yet, on what should have been the saddest and toughest week to be mayor of Stockton since 1989, Christina Fugazi dropped everything and rearranged her schedule to meet with a Z-list candidate for governor at the beck and call of Moteca made-up name Sanchez. How do we know? He told us so. Here it is. He told us so. Rearranged her schedule just to meet with somebody, nobody.
I want to address the tasteless act that I saw our city perform the last weekend. I was skimming through Facebook when I came across Councilmember Padilla to do a live broadcast of the tree lighting and saying, "Come down, we have kids and families all coming down." I was devastated. I'm sorry. When I heard the news, it just kind of said another killing. when those children's faces were posted, it effed me up because now it was a reality.
During the blunt of, I want to end to this pointless bickering that has not moved our city in a positive direction. The citizens of Stockton deserve a council that uses their time and our tax dollars to find actual solutions and not on ad hoc committees investigating each other. We already doesn't help crime either. So I would like to put an end to the name calling and the fighting that has not helped any of our citizens, and to just realize that children in our city are dying. They have been dying ever since I was a child here, and it's not going to get better unless we at least do.
Sideshows. I was recently in a meeting, a police meeting. A lot of people know who are doing them. A lot of people are afraid of telling you and the police officers who are doing them. Why not actually support your people and go into the neighborhoods and actually tell them it's okay? And give
city staff. When was Stockton's last call-in? When was the last custom notification for our most high-risk folks delivered? How often are we completing shooting reviews as they take place in our city? When was the last problem analysis conducted? And has OVP's caseload been audited to ensure that we are currently and continuing to engage those most at high risk? And lastly,
the mayor is supposed to be guarding the hen house, but not only did she let the coyote in, she posed for a picture with him. Again, but this time in City Hall. Now, why is this a problem? Besides the mayor wasting time in a crisis for a photo op with someone who's got as good a chance of being governor as I do, it put her stamp on 209 Times. Adding Rossum, his perceived clout enhances his value as a political consultant, using 209 Times to talk up unqualified clients and trash worthwhile opponents. 209 Times needs that appearance of influence and control to thrive, and you gave it to him.
One wanted to do Zumba with Jason. All of a sudden, Jason's the bad guy. Why did that happen? That we didn't get what we wanted from Jason? So now we decide to talk about Jason? Jason is the best thing that happened to South Stockton since I've lived here all my life. I'm
R.C. Thompson. I'm coming as myself this afternoon. This evening, I have a speech, but I'm going to say this. There's decorum on both sides, and it was disrespected. Our dignity and our integrity, we hadn't even picked up our babies from the coroner's office yet. That was my family in there also. And there were 3 generations of social justice leaders in that room too. And their families are crying out. Dignity will be had. We will bury our babies with dignity. The crime scene thrown all over the place. It sent chills. And I got phone calls after phone calls after phone calls. As a trauma advocate, we will have dignity for the dead. We will have dignity for our babies first. I speak with sacred rage. You know, I go in love, always. And I'm going to say this. The mediation, the remediation, and the trauma and the generational trauma starts with the daddies, just like what he did.
Really look at yourselves and question, are we doing this for the betterment of my kids and that generation, or are we doing it for points right now? Because what you need to be doing is looking at the data. Focused deterrence works. It does. Working with nonprofits that have a playbook in the events of mass shootings that currently exist here in the city of Stockton works. You just have to lead and ask. It's not that difficult. We don't expect you to have all the ideas, but we expect you to be receptive to them.
And effectiveness. What are all these cameras benefiting now when ain't nobody been worrying until now? I read an article lately that said concerns raised about Stockton venue weeks before the mass shooting on November the 5th, 2025. A complaint was made about the operating venue there without proper permits. Did the county go there?
And so now here we are. We're bringing this. I've been here before on the same issues, you know. And what are we doing about it? What have we done? Nothing. And we need to not fight with each other. We read the papers, we see them. You know, you guys are witch hunting up there, taking down the Unified School District woman. I don't even know those gentlemen, but from the time he's come in, he's been working for the city, trying to end all this mess. You know what I mean?
Medical systems. And it will stop.
Thank you.
The gangster
Thank you.
will stop.
Thank you.
And you will bring through.
Thank you. Okay. This is your warning.
You will bring truth.
Please ask her to leave. Please ask her to leave. Please ask.
The fully staffed OVP, how this happened in a county pocket. How many times have we talked about the fact that the county pockets have a way slower response time than the city? Do you think this would have happened in the county pocket of Lincoln Village? In the county pocket of Country Club? No. This happened in a county pocket, should be annexed by the city, but that's another story.
Okay. I was recently in Miami, and while I was speaking with a group of folk about where I'm from, the most notable thing that was brought up was, I guess, a viral video that had come from one of these meetings. And that was the first thing that was brought to my attention. And
30 people, and has a history of racist profiling against people that look black or brown or look like whatever they might think. And we know that the killing of Rocco Robinson was a targeted racist murder. And we're here to demand that the people who have the power to put these officers behind bars do so, because they should be charged with murder. They should be charged with murder for shooting Rocco 16 times in the back while he was running. Demand justice for Rocco Robinson. To demand that the killer cops, Kyle Ribera and Ruben Rion, be sent to prison for the murder of Rocco Robinson.
My son was shot and killed on September 9th this year, and Rocco was a kind young kid. He was not a gang member, and he was shot and killed in front of friends, families, including numerous.
At the very least, justice for Rocco.
Justice for Rocco Robinson.
And jail killer cops.
Jail those killer cops.
And all y'all know who they are. Stop fucking protecting him. 16 times he was shot in the back while he was running away.
Come on. Come on.
Jail killer cops.
Jail killer cops. Jail killer cops. Jail killer cops. Jail.
Take a recess. We would love to continue with public participation in our meeting. However, we cannot have another outburst like that. If there is another one by anyone or group, then we will clear council chambers, and then we will.
And you guys want to sit in here, Mayor, and play a video about your vice mayor making everybody look foolish, okay, including yourself, mainly yourself. We made national television. Do you know how much of an embarrassment that is? Like, you guys are an embarrassment to this city of Stockton. The only decent person that's on this city council is Jason Lee, because he'll actually tell you how it is and call you guys out.
Reality of the matter is, someone in your position that has no political background.
His comments to you, please.
Can you cite where in the policy?
I don't need to cite in the policy what that
But
the people. Hold on, Mayor. Your
is-
own rules
excuse
is that
me,
people of the
I-
public don't.
This ain't your time to talk.
Mr. Lee, this is your warning.
But do they
This
invite-
is your
do they address
this is your warning. I'm
individuals?
trying to respond to you. This
Okay.
is your warning.
Point of order. Point of order.
Okay.
Jason, why aren't you smiling?
And I'm gonna let you know.
Thank you.
So it says here, the mayor has the affirmative duty to maintain order. This person is not acting out of order. They're not uttering.
Rules of order require you to ask me what my point of order is.
I heard you say it.
Oh, I didn't get to say it because you started reading your notes. Can I say it?
Excuse me. Well, we can clear the room. If you want to clear the room, we can clear the room.
So
Jason.
The audience cannot be participating in this discussion between the vice mayor and myself.
So there's a point of order. And the point of order is they can say whatever they want. They just need to direct it through the chair. That's my point of order.
Well, we need to add that then, because I read through and that piece isn't on there, so we can add that to it. We'll have to do that at a future meeting. Sorry, continue.
But we do need our image to be reflected in a more professional and gubernatorial manner as people are seeing us all over the country. And I do go around the country and I do hear from all over the country. And I hate hearing what the hell is going on in Stockton. I hate
investigation period. This raises serious concerns for us about delays, oversight, and whether my brother's case is receiving the urgent attention it deserves. This also leads us to believe that our city simply needs to hire more detectives because no family should have to worry about the lack of staff and standing in the way of the justice. We fully recognize that investigation takes time. We understand that officers and detectives have families and responsibilities of their own, but every day without progress is another day without justice for Adam. And
Alexis pretty much said a lot for our family, but I would just like to ask that, aside from all of the turmoil that goes on amongst yourselves, that you focus on what the city needs. We need more officers. We need more detectives. Our kids are being murdered every day, and this is unacceptable.
With rules. Crime pays. They're not trying to get rid of the crimes or the causes. People create nonprofit organizations to sell us off piece by piece. Be ready to get in the ring when people realize they can profit from the pain of black and brown people. We are all
surroundings. And I think that the kids in this generation, instead of listening to the rap music, and they brainwash our kids to be, wanting to carry the guns and wanting to be violent and just not be productive members of society, just to put them out there to clean up our streets and make our streets better and safer for our kids. My kids don't even go outside. They don't play in the neighborhood where we live.
You don't get to use an I statement if you're only here for the good. You don't get to use an I statement when you put your face on TV to say, I called, I felt, I did. We are the city of Stockton. We are a community.
Let's get this done. A campaign transparency ordinance like they have in San Francisco for candidates and political consultants. Cut this cycle of grift and bad governance off at the root. Put it up for a vote in public. And again, get everyone on the record. Let's see who votes for good government and who votes for furthering the rot in City Hall. Distance yourselves from Motec, please.